like that, then it's from the more direction klezmer vocabulary.
Okay.
And when I approach it, it's obviously from the blues.
To me, I don't really hear much of a difference.
No?
No.
Let's go back to the party.
Getting into Jewish music, klezmer music, that was, for me, growing up in California, a way into getting back to Jewish things, my cultural heritage.
If you can't get somebody inside the door of Judaism, there's no way they're going to sit down at your table. They're still outside somewhere. For us, all of us here, that's music.
Klezmer in itself is a phenomenon that whose popularity was from time to time explained by the fact that young people, especially young Jews, had a way of relating to their roots without needing to learn a language. You needed Yiddish in modern times, you needed Hebrew, Ladino if you come from a Sephardic tradition. Klezmer music, which in the beginning was all instrumental, didn't need a language.
So, I mean, when I first heard the Rabbi's Table, and I think it was the same for, I remember playing it the first time with Rebo and Roy Nathans, and we all just glommed onto it because it was like, man, Jewish music can be that funky.
Uh-huh.
That was really a revelation.
Ich spiele kein Jazz, ich spiele keine Sachen andere. Ich spiele traditionelle, alte Klezmermusik, was hat gespielt mein Onkel, King of Jewish Music in der Welt, Naftuli Brandwein.
Should we rehearse new stuff first or review old stuff?
So we have something like that going on with how do we feel about tradition? What's our own identity vis-a-vis that tradition? To what extent does a certain piece or certain genres move us or not move us or turn us on or turn us off? How our own creativity is triggered by that or held back by that. And on top of all of that, there are just the basic issues of creativity that you have anyway, leaving aside the traditional side of this.
I do what I want. What I want is klezmer. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, as a singer, what was much more interesting was to take from people, from life, from people's speech patterns, from their physicality, especially as a singer. It's really interesting to see how people move, how they breathe, how they, use their air.
So I've been playing klezmer for 26 years.
Man.
And I really have no intrinsic attraction to the music.
The klezmer music is a place that I could find a musical home.
I'm not really like contemplating Birkenau, while I'm up there. However, I'll tell you that there's a moment of melancholy where I do.
The tradition comes out of a certain experience, and it's a free form for those guys who developed it.
Uh-huh.
But so if you really can master it and internalize it and really understand what makes it tick, find your own voice in it. Part of you finding your own voice in it is going to be after a while you're going to want to start. Particularly have other backgrounds doing, more personal things with it, which will be not really reflective, maybe so much of the tradition. So either it'll, you just have to, you have to know what to bring in and what not. In other words, it depends on really the song and the moment. But